All right, good afternoon, class. I want to welcome you to this online session for the Holistic Learning Platform. I had to close everyone's microphone for now, but later on I will be opening it such that we can have a conversation from the other side and this side as well. I want to remind you that these are holistic e-learning platform sessions, and specifically this one is for computer skills. And I'll be taking you through this session. It is going to move from 2 to 4. It's going to be a long session. Make sure you have a laptop for those who can afford the laptop. And if you can't afford the laptop, then make sure at least you're familiar to the phone you're working with. If you don't have a laptop close, if you have both, the better. So allow me start this session by inviting one of you to give us an opening prayer. And the procedure is simple. You just put up your hand. You give us the opening prayer. And in most cases, you start by saying your name and school, such that we get to know where you are coming from, and you give us that opening prayer. Thereafter, I will show you what we prepared in this course. It's going to be a long course. If we finish it this holiday, the better. If we can't finish it, then we'll have to push it. So let me know if someone is ready to give us an opening prayer by putting up the hand. I'm going to work with a number of people here. I'm going to work with Alice Favor Mengeses. Then we have Anna, and we'll be working with Apio Cynthia as well. Patricia, can you give us the opening prayer? Patricia, you will have to open your microphone and give us the opening prayer. Someone help Patricia. Now, Patricia, okay. Let's open the microphones for now, such that it is easy for you to open. You can go on, Patricia, your name and your school, then you give us an opening prayer.
Okay. I'm Ajala Patricia from Iganga Secondary School. Let's humble ourselves and pray. Almighty God, thank you for today. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for this afternoon. Thank you that you're going to have this lesson. We invite you to come and be with us and come and help us to understand each and everything our teacher is going to tell us. And also we want to pray that you may bless our teacher so that it teaches us what is right. In Jesus' name of pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Patricia. We have to keep amen in the chat such that we believe in that prayer. So I'm going to welcome you again to this session. Like I told you, this is going to be a computer skills session where you're going to learn a number of things. We are going to learn together. If you know something, you will always let us know such that we give you a chance to maybe spice it up or probably suggest a better alternative for it. We've prepared a number of things here to go through. I'll be displaying one at a time. And just in case you're familiar to it, always feel free to let us know such that you can be helpful here. As usual, it's very important for us to know where you're coming from. And I will start by putting in the chat my name, and I'm from Bali Secondary School. I teach math and ICT. You'll do the same. You may not need to open your microphone. You type your name and where you're coming from, specifically the school. And we get a chance to know where you are coming from. I'm waiting to see at least 2 or 3 people here and know their school such that we can continue. So this is going to be purely computer. And like I had told you, you either have a laptop or you have a phone that you're familiar to. We have Tracy Lubowa from Igangeses, Cynthia is from the Elizabeth is from Nabisunsa Girls. I've seen 2 people from Nabisunsa Girls here. Then by Progressive Arnold, you're most welcome. And Budesis Felista. Well, let's have the schools posted there such that we can get to know where you're coming from. In this course, we are giving you the basics of computer such that they help you while you're going to be developing your projects. If you're developing projects, for example, it could be agriculture for those doing agriculture. You may have to write a project proposal like your teachers have taught you. But when you're submitting that project proposal, maybe you might find it necessary for you to even develop a PowerPoint presentation such that you submit your project proposal that is handwritten. Then you tell whoever is supervising you that, sir or madam, I also have my presentation on this project and it is in PowerPoint. Can you get me your flash or give me your email such that I send it to you? That could be one option. So you're doing agriculture, but you're using ICT to spice up your project. Your project could be probably you're trying to investigate something in the lab, maybe chemistry, you're trying to come up with soap. Recently, I was at Lobiriases. We were trying to see what students do there. And I got a team of students who were doing vacuum flasks using boxes. That could be a good project in physics. And they were using boxes cut very well, and I felt it was a good project. So you may develop a PowerPoint presentation for that as well. Or you can even document the steps where you started from and where you ended. So that one may necessitate for you to need to have some skills in how to record videos and probably how to edit them such that it can give a meaning. So we need to learn how to take photos. How do you take photos? And when you take photos, where can you save them such that even if you go to school, you don't need to smuggle a phone to school for schools that don't allow phones? Is there any way you can save your photos without going with the phone to school? You find when the photos are there with you, you just download them from wherever you are. That could be another computer skill we may need to learn. So we'll be seeing those skills one at a time, but at the back of your mind, you should know that by the end of this course, you should be able to enhance your project with skills that you would have learned here in computer. I want to check on some schools here. Namugongo, Namungona, parents, that is Collins, you're most welcome. Then we have Martha from Igangeses. Patricia is from Migaska as well. Then we have one Ebo from Bali Secondary School. And this is Bishop Spring. And we have, that is Veronica. Gayaza, that is Chirabo. You're all most welcome. St. Francis, that is Kihembo. You're welcome as well. Then Edwin from Intebe. Felista from Budesis, I've already seen that school, among others. So we'll be proceeding from here. I want to find out if my co-hosts are here with me. I will be working with Anna. Maybe Anna, you may need to say hello to class. Then we also have Anna, hello. You may say hello to the class.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Maybe your name and school is very important. These are 2 classes. We have senior 2 and senior 3. So it's important for you to know.
Okay, my name is Musime Hannah and I study from Branyanji Girls Senior Secondary School.
Okay, most welcome. And now I'll be working with Apio Cynthia. Apio, you can say hello. Tell us your name and your school. Apio Cynthia, if you're still here.
Yes.
You can tell us your name and school such that we can proceed. I'll be working with Alice Favor as well. Apio, can go on.
Okay, my name is Apio Cynthia, and my school is Nabisinsa Girls School.
All right, you're most welcome. Then I'll be working with Alice as well. Alice, maybe you may say hello to the class.
I'm Aris, Cemetery Fever, Menga Senior School. Yeah.
Alice from Mengeses, you're most welcome as well. I'm seeing a hand from Edrin. Edrin, may I know why that hand is up before we proceed? Edrin must have forgotten that hand up. I also wanted to remind you that these are two classes combined. Actually, we even have some senior one students here. Majorly, these are classes for the new curriculum. We have senior one, senior two, and our pioneers of senior three. So this interaction is going to be for all of us such that you get to learn. For those who are in senior one, it is even better for you because you're learning this at an early stage in senior one. Those in senior two equally, you're good. And for the senior threes, well, you're already semi-candidates, and this is the time you need this most because at this time you never want your projects. If you've not done a project, you need to speed it up because you may not have any other time, unlike the senior ones who still have time and the senior twos. So we will be proceeding. I don't have to maybe add any other thing here. And my co-hosts, just in case there is something in the chat that I need to look at, let me know. If there is nothing, then we will proceed or raise. I can't give any other person chance to say hello. If there is time, then we'll always give chance to at least one or two people to say hello to the class. You're almost welcome once again. So in this session, we'll be interested in learning computer skills. And for this lesson specifically, I've summarized it into three, depending on if time can allow us for this lesson specifically. And the first thing we'll be looking at development of PowerPoint presentations. And majorly, we are going to see how to do that if you have a phone. And if you have a laptop, how can you develop a very beautiful PowerPoint presentation? So for those who do computer, PowerPoint is a complete question in paper 2 of ICT. And for those who don't do computer, then you may see PowerPoint for the first time on my laptop. And maybe you don't do computer, but this is something you have been using often, so it may not be very new. So you don't need to be knowing, you don't need to be doing computer for you to learn the basics of PowerPoint presentation, like I told you, because we are all going to make projects. So we will also start by looking at that in this lesson. And the second one will be recording of our screens. And recording of our screens, majorly will concentrate on taking of screenshots. And if you want to record a full video of your screen, maybe it's a presentation, you want to send it to your friends, but you don't have to maybe explain it to them. So you may do what is called screen recording. This is also available on computers. Specifically, I will be using a laptop to demonstrate that. And for those who don't have laptops, or you have a laptop but you want to use a phone, we'll also see how to record our screens. are using the phones. For those using Android, we're going to use Play Store, and that is what I'm familiar to. If you're not using Android, then we'll get someone here, probably who uses Apple or maybe another brand, to let us know how they do it on their phones. On the laptop, it is a little bit obvious because most computers use the Android, use Windows operating system, and what is working here on my laptop can work on your laptop as well. Then lastly, in our lesson, we'll also concentrate on video recording. Now, video recording is different from editing of videos. Actually, for number 3, there are 2 people involved. There should be a person who records videos. In most cases, they are cameramen. If you're a woman, I don't know the right word there. They call them cameramen, and they go to functions and record videos. In most cases, it is called shooting of a video. This is so common nowadays in the music industry. They record videos. Now, when you record a video, for you, you've done your part. There should be another person who edits these videos, and in most cases, that is a complete course graphic designer. You need to do some course for graphic designing such that you're able to work with pictures and videos at the same time. So a graphic designer is a full course for some schools. They teach it for 9 months, and depending on where you have gone. So here in today's lesson, we are going to learn how to shoot the video and edit as well in maybe 30 minutes or 20, to depend on how fast we can be. So in today's lesson, we are going to concentrate on only those 3 items. Someone is asking if this is for only. Are we all here, or it is only ICT offerers? That is Tash from Igangeses. This is not for only ICT, it's for all the students who are in the new curriculum, actually, who are preparing their projects. I don't need to be doing ICT only. For those doing ICT, it is easier for you because some of them are familiar. And for those who are not doing ICT, then it is very important for you as well. Just popped, okay. So basically that is what is in the chat. We're going to concentrate on those 3 things, and I'll be starting straight away because of time, and we'll be talking about the PowerPoint presentation. And maybe before I talk about the PowerPoint presentation, I have been reminded here about this course here. It is called the Computer Skills. And for you to understand the computer skills, it is very important for you to know what it means by a computer. For example, if I asked you to talk, Veronica, you may need to stop writing on that screen, or else we'll talk about it later. So for this course, you need to know what a computer is. Maybe by show of hands, if you know what a computer is, specifically its definition and what it does. And then we'll go back to presentation, especially for those doing ICT. If they asked you to define what a computer is, which one is the simplest definition you can give to make someone understand what a computer is? Now that one, you'll have to put up your hand. And after someone has defined a computer, we will need some other person to also give some of the examples of a computer. And we don't have a lot of time, and silence means everyone knows. Because if you're not very sure, at least you put up the hand. So if there is no one here who doesn't know a computer, you might have to look for that definition. But I'm trying to wait for the hand to come up. If it doesn't come up, I will talk briefly about what a computer is. Now, a computer simply means an electronic device that is programmable, and programmable means it works under sets of instructions. So a computer is a programmable device which is electronic, and it is able to accept input, processes it, and produces output. I'm going to close this screen for those who are writing for now. So a computer, provided it is an electronic device and it is able to accept input, processes it, and gives out the output. I'll give an example of a calculator. A calculator is a better example of what a computer is. And for example, you may want to add 1 + 1. So every time you're getting your hand to press 1 on the keyboard on that calculator, you are entering input. So a computer is something that accepts input, processes it, and gives out the output. So when you put 1 + 1, it's going to compute, it is going to process it and give an output. So 1 + 1, after processing, it gives you the answer as 2. So basically that is a computer, and we have so many examples of computers. The first one is a laptop. That is the newest technology. And the laptop has come from far. It started from those big computers. It went on reducing until we now have a small laptop. So the best example of a computer as of now is a laptop. We also have smartphones that are also on market now. We have so many of them, but in this lesson, we are going to concentrate on 2 examples of computers. That is a laptop, and the other one is a smartphone. Tash, you have your hand up. May I know why that hand is up?
So I wanted to give my definition of a computer.
You can go on.
A computer is an electronic device for storing and processing data, typically in binary form, according to instructions given to it in a variable program.
Wow, that is good. Thank you. And she has given us a detailed definition of what a computer is. And there is that noise still coming up. Please close your microphone at all times. So she has brought in the concept of storing. So provided it is able to store, for example, the smartphones, when you take a photo, it keeps it for some time. You can always get it out of your phone every time you want. It's a computer. If you have a smartphone that cannot keep, maybe it is out of space. Now that one is tending from it, it is moving away from the definition of computer. One day, it will not work completely because it is unable to keep information. So always avoid having your phones or laptops getting out of space. So we'll proceed. I just wanted to bring in that definition for people to know what we are talking about. And specifically the computers we are going to talk about is a laptop and a smartphone. We have so many computers. For those who have seen desktops are also examples of computers. For those who watch NTV News or maybe any of those TV channels, those people come with tablets when they are reading their news. A tablet is another example of a computer. Many of them, we have palm tops. Palm tops are small laptops that sit in the palm. Laptops are small computers that sit on the laps. And desktops, those are computers that sit on the desks. So we have so many of them. In this lesson, we'll concentrate on those 2, smartphone and a laptop. So I'm going to continue to the slide where I had reached, and that is preparation of PowerPoint presentation. So we are learning this presentation because it is going to help us in our projects. After you've finished to write your project proposal, you have also designed the project. Like I told you, students were making vacuum flasks. You have the product, which is a vacuum flask. You might need to document the steps. How did you come up with that flask? So you might need a presentation which is done by PowerPoint. You might need to shoot a video. You might need to record your screen while explaining how your Flask works. We have students here who are trying, they are struggling to make tables. They are making round tables. They have tried to fascinate it such that it doesn't look like a traditional table at my school here. Then we have another team of students. They were struggling to make what is called the homemade blender, the one that makes juice. They are trying to integrate physics and some bit of programming such that if the juice is ready, the blender just stops automatically. And we pray that they get there. But for now, they have made a prototype of how that blender will be looking like. They are using a bucket and a motor. For those who understand physics, the motor will help to spin that bucket, and very sharp blades fixed inside that bucket. The bucket are these normal buckets, and they're making a blender. So your product could be that homemade blender. How are the steps? How do you make someone like your project? You need to develop a very beautiful PowerPoint. I saw students of Vigange's, I don't know whether those were agriculture students. They were trying to make research on maize. I don't remember that well, but you may need to document those steps. How did you get there? Such that when you're given a platform, you just request for a projector, put your slides, and you explain your steps using a projector. But this is the ICT bit of it. But you need to be guided by your teacher, who is your immediate supervisor, on how to write the project proposal. Project proposal has the problem statement and a number of things, especially the senior threes. You need to do this before the end of this year. Otherwise, you may get a lot of pressure in senior 4. So when we are making PowerPoint presentations in computer, we use what is called PowerPoint. We use so many apps to develop presentations, but the commonly taught in schools is called PowerPoint. We have a number of them, but even in this presentation, we are going to concentrate on how to work with PowerPoint. So if you're using a computer, PowerPoint looks like this. You open and it will look like that, and it's PowerPoint that I'm using for this lesson. Yes, aflatoxins. Yes, someone has reminded me about the IGASCO project. And this is a very serious problem in maize, and it is caused by when you don't keep your maize, I think, well. I was trying to read about that project proposal. Probably I'll get back and read it again. You might need to also develop a PowerPoint presentation such that you spice up your research, and it looks very exciting for the audience if you organize a very beautiful PowerPoint. So when you open a computer and you open PowerPoint, it looks like this. It has a number of slides, and you work on one slide at a time. And for those who don't have computers, we are going to use what is called WPS. And WPS simply stands for Word, PowerPoint, and spreadsheets. The WPS, we'll see what it does. And when you open WPS on your computers, it does majorly 3 things. Majorly 3 things. And the first one is it helps you work with Word documents. We are not talking about Word documents because it's a bit now common. Almost everyone can now work with Microsoft Word. We are going to concentrate on this one called the slides in WPS for those who use WPS on their phones. And those who are in senior 3, spreadsheet is going to be very common. It must have been introduced in your schools already. But for those who do mathematics, this is the best way for you to know some mathematics and to know how to use Excel as well. Excel in WPS is called sheets, and sheets we have paper in your book. So sheets, that word comes from the sheets. We see that majorly we are going to concentrate on the first, on the second one, which is called the slides. And I pray that we use my phone for now. So we will be looking at the one for computer, PowerPoint, then quickly switch to a phone, and we see if we can create a slide even for two slides for both. Then maybe after that, we'll also continue and look at screen recording later on. How do you record your screen after you have made a PowerPoint presentation? You might need to record your screen such that you change your video your presentation from a presentation to a video. So we'll also get a chance to see that. So allow me start with a PowerPoint and PowerPoint presentation. We are going to make a demonstration on the laptop. Then we'll also make a demonstration my network is not very good. I'm going to hold, I request that we hold on a little bit as I step it up for now, probably. Swipe, your hand was up. May I know? Okay. So I'll be sharing my entire screen here for the laptop such that we are able to see how to start PowerPoint from the computer. This is my screen, and we are going to see how to work with Microsoft PowerPoint to make a very beautiful presentation if it is your project. I don't know if you're able to hear me and able to see my screen. I had excused myself for a while. Let me know if you can hear and you're able to see my screen. Okay, so we are going to make a presentation using a laptop. Then we are also going to make a presentation using a phone. If you want to make a presentation using a laptop, in most cases, it is very important for you to create a folder on the desktop. And creating a folder on the desktop, you right click, then go to new and go to folder. And when you go to folder, it will ask you to put the name of the folder. So the name of the folder, I'm going to call it My Project. I'm going to call it My Project. And when I call it My Project, it will be somewhere there. So I'm going to make a presentation inside My Project here. And inside My Project, I'm going to make a presentation. Maybe I'm also going to call it My Presentation. This presentation is in the background. I'll end it such that I have some piece here. So this is my empty folder. I'm going to put a presentation inside here. I'm going to call it My Presentation. I'm opening Microsoft Word. You right click and go to new and open a PowerPoint presentation is here. Don't go to create a folder, go to PowerPoint presentation and call it My Presentation. Presentation. If you don't know how to work with PowerPoint on the computer, you need to give it time to learn it well. But for now, I'm going to show you the powerful tools inside Microsoft PowerPoint. Then when you get back to your respective schools, you'll get a chance to explore some of these tools and you make a very better presentation. So I have opened my PowerPoint and they're asking me to click to add a slide, and that is what I'm going to do. I have clicked to add a slide. And the first thing you do to your presentation is to give it a very good background. And background I got in design up here. So I'll go to design and give it a very good background. And the background you choose from any of these. So I'll choose this one here. I'll assume this is a good background for me and make a presentation. So we are making a presentation and probably you're making, you have researched about maybe making of soap. So that will be your title. It will ask you to click to add a title. So you click there and add a title, maybe soap making like that. And you put the presenters' names here. Maybe you say, I'm putting my name as the presenter and probably another person, probably John, like that. In most cases, a research is good if it is done by more than one person. So you can make several adjustments to this slide such that it looks good. You can change the color of these letters. You can increase their size or you can reduce. You can put pictures. You can do anything to this to make it look good. So this is how you open PowerPoint and you work with it. If you want to add another slide, you right click there and it will ask you to add another slide. Here, you maybe, according to how you want your presentation to look like, you can put the problem statement here. Statement. Why are you making soap? You put your problem statement there and say, maybe in the boarding school where you are, soap had become too expensive and people were buying it expensively. As students of chemistry, we thought it was wise for us to come up with soap, maybe the soap such that we sell it at a cheaper price. Now that is a statement you're stating to the public for people to see the need for your project. You write it here and you customize it such that it looks so good. For those who have worked with PowerPoint, this is a little bit obvious. For those who have not worked with PowerPoint, what is important for you to learn here is that there is an interface up here where you can insert pictures, you can insert animation, you can add animations or transitions. Transitions are here, and transitions simply mean How do you move from slide 1 to the next slide? I'll add another slide here, maybe showing the members of the project. Members of the project. If this one is problem statement, the members of the project, you put the members down here, you just click and add those members. So I'm going to quickly run through what is up here. We have the home button up here, the home tab. In the home tab is where we get the colors. For example, if you want to change this to red, you highlight this, come to home, and change its color from whichever color to red, if you want red like that. Soap making, and you may need to change this to probably blue. That is got in home, and I'll change that to blue like that. Home does so many things, including changing of color and so many other things here. Then there is insert, the insert button. I'll use the second slide here. For insert, you can work with tables, you can work with pictures, you can work with shapes if you don't have a picture. And for purposes of demonstration, I'll pick one picture from my gallery such that we add a picture here and you see how they add pictures. I'll pick a student of Mbali Secondary School here. This was an exam for chemistry. This particular student does BCM and he was trying to prepare some solution here such that he can use it maybe to answer the questions. So I have added, I don't know if you're hearing me. I have just read someone saying I am breaking. I pray because we have a lot of rain here. Can someone confirm if you're hearing?
So I can hear you.
I can hear you. So we can hear you.
Okay, so this
Can
one.
hear you.
Yes, it's fine, it's fine.
Oh, we can hear.
It's fine. Let's proceed. So I have
I
shown
can hear.
in the insert, we majorly find there inserting of pictures. Sometimes you may need to insert the table. For example, group members here. You go to insert and put a table that should contain the names of students and probably their class. Now I'll put a table here. It is going to have name and class, like that. Then you put the list of the students who worked with this project. That one is got in insert. I have finished insert, and there is one here called the design. The design gives you so many options of how your presentation can look like. For example, I may change my presentation to look like this. You see, I've changed my presentation and it's looking like that in the design. Then you may want to change it to look like this. It's not so beautiful, but at least you would have changed. This is got in the design tab. You can see my project has changed the look. So that one is got in design. And all these things are on our phones. We're going to also see how to do all this in our phones. And that is how design looks like. I don't want to take a lot of time on design. So I have finished. Design tab is here. Then transition. Transition majorly means if you're presenting your presentation, how do you move from one slide to another? And transitions are also here, so many of them. I'm going to sample one transition I love most while I'm making my presentation, and it is called the curtains. You can see you can put something like curtains such that your presentation has some exciting things, even if a person is not interested in your project, but they see your presentation.
Pardon, how to put a curtain.
Which one? Pardon, what?
On how to put the curtain.
How to put the curtains. I am going to demonstrate this once again. You can put curtains there such that every time you're moving from slide 1 to the next slide, there is something like a curtain flying over. And sometimes
if you are ending your presentation, you may use something called Crash. Crash is another very beautiful one. And you can crash down that slide. And if you want to make it look so beautiful in the process of crashing, you add the duration here. The duration is somewhere here. I'm increasing it to maybe 15 seconds. And when I crash it, you see that it will crash it slowly. So while you're crashing, people in the audience will be excited and they will want to see your presentation and they will feel you have tried to add. Someone has asked, how do you put curtains? I'm going to repeat that. I was moving from home. I have finished home. I told you what is around home here. Insert, I showed you the basic things around insert. The first one was a picture around insert. The second one is a table around insert. The third one was for design, and I showed you what design does. Then curtains or transitions are got in the transition button up here. Even this is on our phones we are going to see. And specifically me, I always love working with curtains in my presentations. So you come to transitions here and pick many of them. This button downward here is called the downward arrow, and it gives you more options on your computer. So I give it more because I'm not able to see curtains around here. So I give it down here, and I'll see a variety of them, including curtains. So curtains is somewhere here. I'll pick that and put. So I have put the curtains. And if you want to make it exciting, then you add the duration from whichever to around maybe 20 seconds. Cynthia, your hand is up.
Okay. Like me, like the computer I have doesn't have transitions. So what do I do?
What are you seeing up? Are you able to see animations?
Yeah, I can see.
Yes, I will also talk about animations and you see how to use animations. But when you click around animations, for you, I think yours is not very updated. The program you're using, this specific one I'm using is Microsoft Office 13. One of the most recent one is 2019. But this one specifically is 19. I can't see the name of it on my screen here. 2013, you may be using 2007, but we'll see what to do there. So when you put curtains, you add to around 20 for you to have a better view of your curtains. I'll preview and you see how they will fold and open and introduce the group members. So while it is introducing the group members, you can be telling the audience that I did not make this project alone. I made it with a number of people, and the group members include the following. As you give your transition time to go away, so then the name of students who did that can start here. So a person who is unable to see transitions, you will go to animation. Transitions are hiding somewhere there in your computer. But on phone, we will see this very well. Then there is something called the animation. How does objects move on your slide? For example, the group members. Do you want them to fly in? You can see it is flying in. Do you need it to float? You can see it has floated. And I always love this one down here called bounce. Bounce, and see bounce here. Not here. If bounce is missing here, your slide, your animation will bounce down. I don't know if you're able to see that well, but here it is showing well. I'll preview that one more time and you see how it bounces. You can bounce it like that. And in movies, they use some other one here. Like if you're not able to see what you're looking for here, you come down here to more entrance effects. And in movies, in most cases, for those who watch movies, they use what is called credits. And credits will look like that. It will make your words move from down to up, like in a movie. Those are called credits in animation. It's very important for you to learn how to put them. You come here to more options, come to transit to more entries, and pick any. The particular one I put was called credits, and you can put flip. Flip is so exciting in that it brings one item at a time. You see, it flips the headings downward like that. That one is found in animations. So you'll give this time and make a very good presentation as time goes by. So I felt you needed to know home, insert, design, transition, and animation. Then for slideshow, it is a bit obvious. You can run from the first slide to the next slide like that. Now, when you put in slideshow, it means you're closing away the design mode and you're going to the presentation mode. This is what they will see on the projector. Then you bring in your curtains. This was crash, not curtains. You see, it crashes the first slide and it introduces the second slide. And you talk about what is on the second slide, your problem statement in your project. You write a bit detailed project problem statement down there. And you then bring your curtains and they introduce the next slide like that. You might need to give it time. This one is just to open your mind. And, oh, sorry, I had to stop my screen. I stopped my screen. So basically that is what is found on slideshow. There is review, there is view. Now, for those who are following, we've reached on slideshow, and review is not very important, but there is what is called view. View here is too important, and it is on all computers. What makes it very important is this slide master. If you see my lessons, in most cases, I will open one of my lessons. This particular lesson was for senior one. Indices, probably I will open that and you see how a presentation looks like. This was for senior one. Indices, I have inserted a picture here. This is a picture of topics that are taught in senior 2. You can see I have put a picture here. You use the same things I've been talking about. I'm rushing because of time. Then here, I have used that heading and I've typed some things down here. So if you notice, there is something here called the help screen down here in the corner. This one cannot be edited. Even if you want to remove it, you cannot remove it. For those who have received these notes on the WhatsApp, even if you try to remove this, you cannot remove it because it has been programmed using a slide master. And the slide master is here. The slide master is always in view. I don't know where my presentation went, probably here. Here. We had reached view here. The slide master helps you to put commands behind your presentation and they don't change. Whoever uses your presentation remains the way it is. You may be working with the SOP and you may need to put the group members on every slide or the logo of your school. If you're working for Ministry of Education, you put maybe the ministry logo somewhere. That one is in Slide Master. You click on Slide Master and pick only one slide. You put this on only one slide. I'm going to put the Holistic Learning Platform logo on this slide. That one in Documents, and it is here. So I am inserting this logo maybe at the top of all my presentations. I am just putting it here. You can see it has fitted in here very well. And when you put it there, Here I can edit it. You see, I can edit, I can even increase its size because I'm using the slide master. But when I close my slide master, you'll be not able to edit it. You can see it is fitting here, but I cannot do anything to it. Any slide that I add comes with that picture. That one is put at the back of your slides using the slide master. In the slide master. Now let's close that microphone. Whoever is making noise here, I don't want to close the whole microphones. So basically that is it with PowerPoint. If someone has a question around PowerPoint on the computer, let me know. If there is no question, I want to close this and use a phone to develop this presentation. And we can also try it on our phones and we see how it feels to develop a PowerPoint slide presentation using your phones, because this is what you're going to use in your respective schools. Is there any question on how to use PowerPoint on your laptops such that I talk about it? I never got to the first step. Now first step, I really don't know. Patricia, what is your question?
Okay, so when making the slides, I kind of got a problem. I can't write on the next slide I've made.
You can't write on the next slide?
Yeah.
Are you able to, you're using a computer or a phone? A laptop?
Yes.
Which one are you using right now? The one you're failing to proceed?
The program.
Which are you using a phone or you're using a laptop?
Laptop.
Let me know where your problem is. For example, where? Like adding a new slide or writing on it?
After adding a new slide, then writing on it.
Like now I have added a new slide here and you cannot write on it from here. You cannot write on it from here. It previews from here. For example, slide 3 is this one. If I want to write on slide 3, I click on it and write on it like this. Project member.
Left click or right click?
2023. You see, I am adding something on my slide 3. You just click on it. When I say click, I'm meaning left click.
Okay,
if it's a touch screen, you just touch on it. Now, slide before you click on it like this, it will ask you to click to add a title. Maybe I want to talk about tools used. Tools used like that. Then you list the number of tools, you add the picture of the tools that you used somewhere there, like that. That one, I think it is sorted, Patricia. Then Ebo was telling us that he didn't master the first step. The first step is you create your folder on the desktop, and I'm going to call it My Presentation 2, My Project Presentation. My project presentation like that. My project presentation, double click and open inside this folder. Then you right click anywhere in this folder. Right click anywhere in this folder. And when you right click, it will ask you to create a new file. And a new file is here. A new file is called Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, and you call it maybe project. You can give it the project name and it is already here. You double click and it will open. That was the first step. And like I told you, I'm rushing with it because the time cannot be enough for us to learn this. And don't do anything without giving it a beautiful background. First, give it a background, and the background is in design. The background can be picked from here, and the background we were using is this one here. So I can give it that one. For Ebo, that was it. Can I have the second question? I go away from this. If it's there. Yes, Kirabo.
How do we use
Kirabo, you can go on.
How do we use the phone?
How do you use the phone? We'll talk about that later on. It's the one we are going to. Was that Chirabo?
No.
That is, okay, you can go on, Chirabo. For the phone, we are going to it shortly after here.
If you want to put a picture in the background, how do you do it?
For all slides or for a particular slide?
For a particular slide.
Okay, I'll open my lesson probably for senior one here. I demonstrate it using my lesson presentation. My lesson presentation is here. For example, I am here on the last slide. Okay, I've created a new slide here. Probably this. Let me duplicate this. And I have talked about indices, probably like that. And I want to put a background picture. Did you say for all slides or for one?
For one.
For one. Now for one, you click from this side, not this side. So you right click and come to format background. It is here. You right click and go to format background. And when you come to format background, it will give you a number of options here, including solid fill. Now, solid fill gives you a chance to put solid colors. For example, if I want to give it a blue background, now here, my background cannot change because I've used a slide master. You may not change this well. I want to use this other one. Probably, let me change the design to a design that looks like this. So I have my presentation slides, maybe it is here. And these are group members. Members like that. I change this to maybe a red color. I want a color that can be seen by all of us, that side. And you want to change the background, you right click, go to format background. It will give you an option to change the solid fill and probably the solid fill. I don't know if here it will work. You can see I have changed the solid color. This one, which color is this? It looks like blue, light blue. Yes, I have put light blue. And in format background, still there is an option of you filling a particular picture, not just a solid color. So if you don't want a solid color, you can use a full picture. And picture or text is here. Now, when you select picture, it will ask you which picture are you using. For example, my computer is online. I can pick a picture from online sources. If it is not online, your picture is saved somewhere. You come to files here and you can see there. So I can click there and select the picture of my choice. So I am picking a picture from my desktop, and probably I want to use one of the pictures from my camera here. Most of these pictures are pictures of students at school. I want to pick a better one. This one is in the biology lab. This student was given a cockroach and she's dissecting. This student does biology as well. You can see a cockroach is somewhere here. She's trying to dissect it and later draw that picture of the dissected cockroach. So if your presentation is related to dissection of cockroaches, you can use such a picture. And this is maybe you're also making a presentation of the science labs in different schools. You can use such a picture in your background. And this particular picture is for only, this particular background is for only this slide. But if you want to put this on all slides, then you use a master slider and add that picture on one slide and all of the slides will appear with that. So Chirabo, I felt that one explains your question. Does that help you or you need?
Yes, please, thank you.
All right. So basically that is it. Any other question? If it's there, put up your hand before we switch to a phone. Elizabeth, it's like you wanted to ask something.
No.
Okay. So basically that is it. We are going to open our phones and we use them on making a presentation. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen here and I get to my phone. My phone is a bit, how can you get a picture online? Someone is asking, how can you get a picture online? Now, a picture online, you come to Chrome, open your Chrome browser. We have a number of pictures from Google. We have a number of pictures from Google. You just go to Google and Google is here. You may want to look at maybe the project you're making is on crops. You just write crops in Google and they will give you a number of, so for when you click on Google, they'll give you a number of pictures. You click on pictures such that they give you a number of crops related. So those who are making something on maize, you can pick this. If you're making on maize, I may be interested in this. You just download this one, right click and download it. Download it, you right click and go to save as image. Save image as you can see, it is there like that. You save it and it can be inserted. Alternatively, you just right click and copy the image. I've just right clicked and copied this image. I want to come. Sorry, I thought I was sharing my screen here. Probably I'll have to repeat that. Sorry about that. I am on Google here. I'm going to repeat that. If you're looking for a picture online, you come to Google and put crops like that and look for crops related pictures. You come and select. You come and select images and they will give you crop related pictures. And I told you that for those handling crops, maybe you can pick maize, that is affected, you can sit around here. But me, I'm talking about soap making. Soap making and look for a related picture. You can see this is how they make soap. So I may pick this picture here. So you just copy this picture, right click and copy it. Can we have all those who are making noise? I want to get my presentation. Yes, my presentation is here. Soap making, probably this picture does not make sense on soap making. I want to paste a picture from online. The picture that I downloaded has been copied and I'm pasting it here. This noise here. We have to sorry about that. I didn't know my microphone was closed here. So I was trying to copy this picture from this slide. It was somewhere here. It was somewhere here. And I copied it from online. I got it from Google here. I copied, maybe I may be interested in some other one. Probably this. This soap looks not traditional. Like this, I may copy this one. It may look good for me on my introduction slide. I copy this and paste it in my presentation. Sorry, this is not the one. I may paste it here in the tools used. I may want to paste a picture there. So I've copied my picture online and I'm pasting it here. You can see. So a person who wanted to see how to pick a picture online, that is how you can put. I have picked a picture online, I will now put it there. Cynthia, your hand is up, you can go on. Hey, now, these microphones, I've closed them. It's going to be a big challenge for people to open.
Cynthia, unmute.
Cynthia, you can unmute such that we can hear your question.
I was asking whether you can do this on your phone, whether you can do the presentation on your phone.
Yes, we are going to do that on the phone as well. Any other hand? Able, close your microphone such that we don't hear feedback. Who else is here with a question? Okay, we'll proceed. I'm going to open my phone. For those who are using phones, if you try this, then you may go off Zoom. Just look at what I'm going to do such that you try it maybe after the lesson. Or if you can manage, if your phone is good enough to work with it, the better. I'm going to start with downloading of WPS. Me, I'm using a common phone, which is Android. So those who are using Android phones, you're good to go. If you're not using Android, you might need to know how to do it on your phones. Elizabeth?
So I'm not saying what you're doing.
No, I've not yet started to share. Are you able to see now? So that is my phone.
Yes.
That is my phone. I'm going to show you how to download WPS. You can use WPS or you can use this very app that we have been using here called PowerPoint. PowerPoint can also be installed directly on your phone. And you go to your main menu and open Play Store. For those who don't have, but if you have, it looks like this. WPS looks like this. WPS looks like that.
So we can't see.
My co-hosts, can you help me to close people's microphones? WPS is here, the one that has a W. I'm trying to spotlight on it such that you can see. It is there, WPS. So it looks like that. If you don't have, you go to Play Store. I'm opening my Play Store. My Play Store is somewhere there. It is this one here. And when you open it, it will give you so very many apps.
I can't see what you're doing.
You better, I don't know, maybe go off and come back again such that, because me, I'm able to see here. I don't know if there is anyone seeing.
So we are seeing.
So whoever is not seeing, you better have to maybe drop and come back again. So we are looking for WPS. You just come and put WPS and it will bring for you that program. Now mine is not updated. It will tell me to update. I am not interested in updating it. but it looks like that. You can also download, if your phone is not very big enough, you can download a light version of WPS. This one is lighter. It is simpler to work with on every person's phone. It has a lot of things you can see. It has a presentation somewhere here, and it can even convert. It does so many things. You click on install and you install it. I'm not interested in installing, but that is it. If you don't want to use WPS, you can use the one called PowerPoint. You can look for one that is called PowerPoint, the one that we were using on the laptop. It is just like the one on the computer. It is here. You can see how it looks. You can also download and install that one. So I'm going to work with WPS. Me, I already have it. So I'll click there and open my WPS office. About that. So I'm going to share my screen at off, and I'm opening WPS. WPS like this, and there is a close button up there. In most cases, it will open the previous document you have opened. This particular one is a document I was trying to read earlier in the lecture, such that it is appearing fast. Always close that. How do you close? How do you close? You click on this button up there. Just click and close it if it's there. So I'm going to do that such that I close this and I go back to the main menu of this program. And when I click close, it brings for me this main menu, and this is the main menu I want. If you're seeing create, that is where you click. Click on create. Mine is showing create already. And I'll click on create. And when you click on create, it will ask you, what do you want to create? Is it a document? Is it a PowerPoint or Excel or a PDF? I'm going to select PowerPoint. PowerPoint is abbreviated as PPT. It is this one that we've been using on the laptop, PPT. So I'll click on PPT and open my PowerPoint such that I develop my presentation using a phone. Now, this one has even so very many background designs. You can select from any of these background designs. But when you click on create, I request that we all use this blank document for now. Use the blank document, and when you click on it, it will take you to this. This is what we were seeing in our computer. And I told you that presentation, yes. Okay, I'm going to close here and go back. So you click here on create and select PowerPoint like this. And when you select PowerPoint, always use a blank presentation. I will explain why you need to use a blank presentation. A blank presentation is there, and it looks like this. So you can also, when you want to type, you double click. You write soap making. Soap making like that. Double click here and put presenters. By those names. So I have done what I was doing on my computer here, but I need the next slide. If you want the next slide, you click here. it will give you the next slide. You select how do you want your slide layout to look like. And I'm going to pick title and content. Title and content. The first slide is here. The second slide is here. First slide has soap making and my name. Second slide is here. I double tap to add my problem statement. Problem statement. Problem statement like that. And you add everything we were doing the other side. You explain. How do you do what we were doing on phone? For example, changing of the background. The main menu is here. On the phone, you saw home, you saw what? Sorry? Let's see this menu here. There are those boxes here. This is the main menu. Always click there. So I'm going to click there such that it gives me options for home. For example, if I want home, I'll click here and slide and look for the designs. You can see the designs are here, and you can select a good background design. Background design. I can't see how to put that design on the phone here. You might need to explore and see how to put a good background design. I don't know if here I can't get a good background design, but I can use this color of my background to look like that, or this, or that, or this, like that. Top making, and you can apply to all. So I'll pick probably a color that is a bit clean, like that. So I have put my background color, and it is on that slide. This slide, I want to give it a different color. You come to design and give it probably this color, like that, like that. So how do you add transitions, the transitions we saw on the phone, on the laptop? You click here and look for transitions. They are here. I don't know if we have curtains here. Curtains. If you can't find curtains here, then you look for any better. I can't find the one I want, but you can use this. There is this one that is also looking good. Yes, how do you move from slide one to that one? You can use this. You can use any of those slides. There is this one, like that. All that is found in transitions. And then the transitions, how do you insert a photo? You click, probably you say the members, double tap here and put members. And if you want to insert a photo, you come to home still and look for insert. There is insert, and we have several pictures. You can insert any picture of your choice, and it is found in insert. Now let's be very attentive, because at least you have phones. You may need to try this out from wherever you are. I'm trying to look to insert here, but it's taking time. But you can try. Probably your phone may be quicker at getting pictures. You select the picture of your choice. In most cases now, like this particular group, I have picked. I can insert that picture. I am inserting this picture, and you can regulate it. You can reduce it such that it fits. This could be the group members. If that is the picture of the group members, you take the picture and it will give you a chance to select it when you go to insert. So I've inserted that, and you can explore this PowerPoint. It is very important for you to do that. So I designed so many PowerPoints on this computer, on my phone, and probably I may need to sample out one of the PowerPoints. Soap making, I want to save it on my phone. If you're saving, always avoid saving to my cloud because you may not manage to transfer. In most cases, you're supposed to save on your computer or your memory card or maybe your phone storage. Avoid that cloud and click and save the file to your location. Location is down here. So you click there and tell it I want to save it on my phone. So I've called it soap making and I can save it. You can see it has been saved. And when you save it like that, you can always open it anytime you want from your file manager. Let me go to file manager. File manager is here. And I open all files. What if the phone is stolen? They can't steal the phone. I am looking for soap making, the file that I have just saved. Soap making, it is in letter S. Soap making. Soap making. Soap making is here. And I open my soap making. You see, I have saved it now on my phone. I can open it anytime. My network here. Let me reshare that again. Soap making was somewhere here. I had opened it. I don't know whether you saw me while I was opening, but I tried to demonstrate how to open. You go to files and look for that particular file. And my file is here, soap making. You can see it somewhere there. Soap making, it is here. So you open it and when I open it, sometimes there are those adverts, you ignore them, and I can play my presentation for people to see. I have played it. You can move from one slide to the other like that. So I have not probably explained this so well because of time. You might need to explore, get a problem you're making maybe soap, and you organize slides. We'll open up WhatsApp such that you're able to share with your friends and they see what you're making to help you make a better one. So I have shared that, and I feel that is all we can talk about with PowerPoint. Is there any question I can talk about for using the phone to make a presentation? I want to quickly go to video recording because that one is the main session. It will take us some time. After you have recorded your videos using your phone, how do you edit them to make a good story? Someone give me the question, give me the hand, or else I want to switch to video editing because you might need to concentrate there for a while. I'm going to skip screen recording because we are getting late. At least screen recording is a bit familiar. Can I have your hands up at least for those who have challenges? I see if I can talk about it. If it's not there, I want to switch to the next thing. Do we have anyone asking something?
No.
Do we sign in WPS so as to get it on all devices you use? Yes,
Teacher,
if you want.
there are some hands
Yes.
up.
Please ask them to speak.
Pal, unmute.
Briefly, briefly explain how you would screen record.
Screen recording. Okay, I'm going to do that. Probably, I don't have to skip that. I was worried of time. For presentation on PowerPoint, we use PowerPoint and it looks like that. On phone, we use WPS and it looks like that. So I have talked about that. Screen recording. Now, screen recording is now a popular technology. For example, for those who go to YouTube to watch tutorials of how to do something, maybe you want to learn how to program a car, you want to make, to learn how they bold, how they insert pictures in WPS, those teachers, those instructors on YouTube use screen recording. They record their screen and share on YouTube. Now I'm going to make a demonstration on my laptop, and the popular technology, the popular application program that helps us record our screens on computer is called Bandcam. I'm going to show you how they download Bandcam on your computers. And when you open Bandcam, it looks like that. Bandcam even gives you an option. It gives you an option to put your picture. You can see this person's picture is somewhere here. Who is talking, who is recording the screen. You can see the picture is somewhere there. You can even put that picture if you find it necessary. If it's not necessary, you can close it and just record your screen the way it is. This is on computer. We have so popular screen recorders. They release them day and day. So I was reading about them. There is one that was released 4 days ago, the one that records the screen. But for the phone, we have now what is popular is called the X recorder. And children who play games, in most cases, maybe you're playing soccer, you might need to record your screen to share in the WhatsApp groups where you make fun from, to show them how you can score a goal, maybe using a defender. You may use your goalkeeper and you score a goal. That is a bit strange. How does the goalkeeper score a goal? So you might need to record your screen to prove that for you can score a goal using a goalkeeper in a video game. When it comes to our projects, screen recorders help us. If you have made your presentation, you want to add a voice on it. For example, explaining the steps or the group members. You put it in slideshow mode and you start this screen recorder such that you tell them, my name is this and this, I come from this school, and I am presenting my project. Then you share it as a video, but you have used what is called the X recorder or a number of them. And X recorder has so many things. The first thing is it records your screen, and you can see this one is screen recording. The second one is that it can make live streaming. For example, I can make my lesson on YouTube live using an X recorder, such that you see exactly what I'm doing at that specific time. I record my screen. Zoom has integrated the features of X recorder. That's why we are able to share our screen. But X recorder can also stream live. For example, you may be in a party, maybe a birthday party, and you want to show what is happening in that birthday party to your friends who are away from you. Probably your parents are away, you're doing this from school. That is a stream. You can stream live using X recorder, and what you're showing on what is seen on your screen, you open now your camera. What is seen on your screen is taken straight to the parents if they have that lens. If they have that link that takes them to that live stream. Then lastly, you can record with the camera. Like now you can see this person is playing some game here, but you can put your photo somewhere here such that when they shoot you, you show emotions that they are shooting me or something like that for people to follow what you're doing. You can even record with your camera. You may not try this, but in your free time, you may learn to download X Recorder and try all these 3 features. They are very important. Recording your screen, streaming live, and recording with the camera. They are very important. We have so many screen recorders, and I'm going to demonstrate how to record recording your screen using this one, Bandcamp, using a laptop. Then I'll also demonstrate how to use X Recorder on your phones. But before I do that, where do you get Bandcamp? Now, some of you are good on phone, but when we give you a laptop, you're stuck. For example, if I told you to install WPS on phone, it is easy. How about if I gave you a laptop and you want to download WPS? I want to demonstrate that. Hold on, I share my screen. I'm going to share my screen such that I demonstrate how do you get apps on a laptop. How to get apps on the laptop. I'll request that you write this down because you may get laptops and you're stuck. A laptop does not have Play Store. What do you do? So, if you're downloading an app, now I'm going to use screen recorders. You come to Google and you can't find screen recorders easily, or you can't find Play Store here. We use a link called Get into PC. Get, you come and write something here called Get into PC. That one is like Play Store of phones. You can see download free. Yeah, this one gives us that chance to download apps to our computers. I'm going to also give you that link in the chat such that you get a chance. There are so many, of course. I'm not saying this is the only one, but I'm recommending this. Every time you're looking for an app on a computer, you use what's called Get into PC, and the link is here. But you may not try it out because it's going to move you out of class. The link is here. Just type that in your computer, Get into PC. And there is always a search button here. I want screen recorders, screen recorder, then you click on go. They will bring so many of them. Now there is this screen recorder, even don't you know, it was released 2 days ago. You see, it is here. You can also download it and explore. Then there is this 4 days ago. This is the one I was meaning. There is this one a week ago. So they come. There is this one called Ice Cream Screen Recorder. Maybe you may need to see that. But the particular one we are going to use here is called Bandcamp. You click and look for Bandcamp like that, and it's here. This was released before. This was released 2 weeks ago. This one 7 months ago. You might need to see how this one works. You can download this and you see how it works. I'm going to demonstrate how they download an app. This one is a bit big. I can't demonstrate because of time. I'm going to demonstrate using screen recorder, a simple screen recorder. There is a simple screen recorder called Fast Screen Recorder. You click on it like that. I'm just demonstrating how they download an app. So you go down. They give you screenshots of what it does. Go down, don't click on anything. They bring all this to make you click on them and get lost. For you go down, read about features. There is another screenshot here. This is another one. They have given you specifications of that program. You can see it is here. And there is this option. Hope you remember this option. It is the one, download full setup. It is just 17 megabytes. You click on it and it will download. So I've given it a chance to download. I'm giving it time. When it is downloading, you see it somewhere down here. You can see this is the Maize production, a picture I downloaded earlier on. So it is downloading an app called, called, I've forgotten the name, I think Free Screen Recorder, but it comes with a name called Get Into PC, somewhere there. So you show this in the folder, or you can go to download it. Probably I need to download a different one because I already had that. Maybe this one, let me see if it is not very big. I can download that. The button is always down here. Let me see this. This is 133 megabytes. This is big. I can't download that for now. Let me see this 4 weeks ago. There is this Thundersoft. This was released 1 month ago. You can click on this and see if it's light. Let me see this. This is 65 megabytes. It's still big. Probably which one? Maybe this. Let me see this space. This is still big. Anyway, that is how you download. And when you download, let me check on number 3. Maybe we have lighter ones here. There is iTop screen recorder 9 months ago. Let me see how this one looks like. This is big still. Anyway, that is how you look through and download. Let me see this 11 months ago. This is 62. Maybe 62 is easy. Let me download that. You click on it, it will download. Now, what I want to show you is that when you download it, it comes here. You come to your file manager. File manager is here. And you go to this PC. And in this PC, always look for downloads. All files you've downloaded, go there. So the one that I downloaded is called Fast Screen Recorder, and it's seated here. So you double click and open it. So when you're double clicking to open it, it will ask you for a password. Is something I wanted to emphasize. The password, if you're using Get Into PC, the password is 123. If you're using Get Into PC, the password always is 123. So I'm installing my app. So I've given the password. Come here, come to this and install. Double click and install. But me, I already have this, so it may not install. That's why I wanted to download something new. And when you install, you realize this one is here. Fast Screen Recorder is here. So the one that I downloaded, that I requested to download, you can see it is downloading here slowly. I can't have to wait for it. I have to pause such that we continue. So that is how they download apps and install them on computer. I don't want to install. I've showed you how they download and install. For example, if you wanted to download WPS on your computer, you come here and put Get Into PC. Somewhere here, Get Into PC. And it brings for you this search button and you tell it, I want to download WPS. And WPS is here. You can download it on your laptop and you use WPS on your laptop. It was released 2 years ago. You can put that. So how do you screen record? I'm going to use Bitcam. And Bitcam is here. I am opening it. I'm going to record my screen. Someone had requested that I demonstrate how to record on the laptop. So I'm going to do that. So it gives you the option. Do you want to record the entire screen? Come here and tell it I want to record a full screen. Or I want to record the certain part or only where my mouse comes. So if you want to record, but I recommend that we record a full screen. There is this option of adding a photo. You can click there and add your picture such that as you're speaking, the picture is seen somewhere in the corner here. You click on add a camera and it will add your picture there. I don't want to take a lot of time on this. Then there is a microphone here. Do you want to add a microphone? Now you can see my microphone is on. That's why it is able to move like that. You can always disable it if you don't want the microphone on. And when you disable it, the microphone here becomes closed. But if you're recording steps, why would you disable the microphone? Come and put it. In most cases, we use this other one down here. So you put it like that, and it works well for you. And then those are the simple settings you can put. And you can always put your picture. For now, I'm going to put it off. I pray it puts off. I put off that camera. This is how you put it on or off if you want it. And this one is on, and you may want to select the place where to put it. Sorry about that. You may want to put the position, and this position is always down here, and it's going to appear down here, somewhere down here. So I don't want to put that camera for now, and I've just put it off. You can see the camera is closed. Sometimes you may be recording and the music is playing on your computer. You can see, because I am talking, it is treating it as if the music is playing here. So I can close that as well. Sound recorder, put this out, put this speaker off, disable it as well. You see, I put the speaker off, the camera off, it's only my microphone that is on. I can put the speaker back. I'll put the speaker back like that, it is on now. Then you start recording like this. Maybe you want to record how to create a folder. And you click on this. I've started recording already. So you hide this somewhere because it is going to be important. Let me stop and start afresh. I want to demonstrate how they create a folder on my laptop. I click on record, then hide this. Hiding this, you can click on this such that it keeps it down here. It is somewhere here. If I want to stop, I'll get it. So then you say, good evening, class. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how they create a folder for the first time. Then you tell your students or your audience that you right-click in an open place like this, go to new, then go to folder, and put your name. So I am recording these steps here. Probably I need to put variables here such that it is able not to repeat because I already have my Marisa somewhere here. So I have created a new folder and I am demonstrating how to create a new folder to my students. That is all. So I come here and stop my recording like that. So when you stop your recording, this recording is automatically saved on your PC. You still go back to File Manager and go to My PC, this PC, and the videos are recorded in documents. You go to documents and you open the folder called Bandcamp, it is up here, and the particular file I've just recorded, I'm not sure. Let me do that. I think it's this one. I'm going to open and play it. I play that it opens very fast. So I'm going to play my audio. Let me close my phone. What is going to happen here is that you're going to see my video playing in my class. I'm going to share that video. It's here. It was recorded and play it probably from the start. This is what we were recording. Let's listen to it. I don't know if the technology will allow you to hear. I click on record, then hide this. Hiding this, you can click on this such that it keeps it down here. It's somewhere here. If I want to stop, I'll get it. So then you say, good evening class. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how they create a folder for the first time. Then you tell your students or your audience that you right click in an open place like this. Go to new, then go to folder and put your name. So I am recording these steps here. Probably I need to put varices here such that it is able not to repeat because I already have my Saverisa somewhere here. So I have created a new folder and I am. So basically that is it. I don't know if you were able to hear something, but then that is what it means. Did anyone hear something?
Yes, we heard.
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, that is how you record on your computer. You can record it very well and you share those steps with your student class. The app is called Bandcam. That is on computer. But on phone, we use what is called X Recorder. And before I bring X Record on my phone, someone should ask a question if it's there. If it's not there, I open my phone. My time has gone. I don't know if we'll be able to edit. Is there some question? Okay, if there is no question, then I'm going to open X Recorder. X Recorder can be got from Play Store as well. And I'm going to show you how to get X Recorder Play Store. Go to your Play Store still. And not in Play Store. Maybe I'm tired. It's here. Then you put X Recorder. X Recorder like that. It will bring for you the X Recorder app.
Mommy, what are you doing?
Let's close our microphones. Let's close our microphones. You can see that I don't know if I can be heard.
Loud and clear.
Okay. I was getting worried that I'm not being able to add. So you come and put your X Recorder and it looks like that. You install it. If you don't want X Recorder, just come to Play Store and say screen recorders, and they will give you a big list of them. So many. There is AZ Recorder somewhere there. Install the one you want. But for purposes of today's lesson, we're using X Recorder. And X Recorder, I've already installed it. I'll look for it down here. And it is somewhere here. So X recorder is here. It has some settings. Let me appear as if I'm using it for the first time for us to have a good experience of what it does. Let me format it. This is how you format an app. You right click. Don't do this on people's apps if it's not your phone. You wrong press on it and go to app information. And then you wipe every data that is there. You would have go to storage and cache. Then you wipe all the data that is there. If you do this to any person's app, maybe they may even arrest you because you would have formatted someone's app. It is worse when you're doing that to WhatsApp. You'll spoil everyone's chat. They move out of their groups, which is wrong. So X Recorder is looking like that. It's here. Me, I've downloaded it, and that is how it looks like. So I am going to use it for the first time. If you're using it for the first time, there are some settings it will ask you. The first one, they will ask you to allow your X recorder to float. So you go to it, you click there and give it permission to float. You see, they want to access your files, allow it. Now, mine had already used it, that's why. And this is how you can use X recorder. Now mine already had some files. I'd recorded a few files while I was trying to demonstrate. And every time your X recorder is on, it brings that thing somewhere here in the corner. This button here, see, it is there. Even if you're on the home screen, it is always hiding there. It can even be up there like that. That one means X recorder, it can record your screen. So I want to record. How do you check airtime on MTN or probably Airtel? Or how do you check data? Maybe data is better here. So I'm going to record my screen. Recording is that upper button there. Click on this. And it will ask you to give it permission to use your audio. Give it permission. And it will ask you a few things. Then you start. Normally, this is just first time. So it's already
You guys, are you hearing?
Nara.
No.
Yes, we are hearing.
I mean listening to sir.
Oh.
Yes, we are listening. Yes.
It's all.
My battery is low.
Eh?
Sorry, my network was off. I don't know if I can be heard now.
Yes.
Loud.
I have to get back to my Zoom using the phone such that I can demonstrate this well.
Recording in progress.
So I'm going to, sorry about that. I'm going to record using my X recorder, but you may not get a chance to hear me recording because it is not allowing me to do that at the same time. So I open my X recorder and start recording. It will time me. They will give me, now that is the last one.
I want to record how to check for data on Airtel. Now, I was trying to record that video and it was not allowing to share the screen. That's why I went silent to record, then play it for you here. So I'm going to share my screen and play that video. I'm going to share my screen once again and then play that video. So I've recorded that video. I pray that it works. So how do you get that video that has been recorded? You come to this app again, go to the home of this app. I've gone to the home of this app, into settings here to look for that app. Now I don't want that. I want to get my files that I have recorded and they are here. The last one is this first one you see on top here. And I'm going to play it. You may not be able to hear the audio, but I was trying to make steps on how to check for data on Airtel. So that is how you do that. You can record your screen and you make demonstrations. I'm not doing that. I'm just playing that video. You can see, I can even put it back to play a little bit. That's a video that has been recorded by X Recorder. You can record this and share with your friends to see if maybe you want to show them how to check for data. And basically that is it. I put until I successfully checked for data because I was sharing the screen at the same time doing that. So it couldn't allow me to do that while you see. So basically that is it. I wanted to demonstrate with X Recorder. And I'll stop sharing my screen from there and ask, meaning I can record a lesson. Yes, you can record a lesson if you have enough space on your phone. And normally we don't give you permission to record a lesson because we already share. But if you have the capacity to record it on your phone, you can go on and record. Then, why do we need X Recorder? It's good for us to record our presentation. You may do that on PowerPoint, then you play. After that, you share with your friends. So basically that is it. And because of time, I can't talk about video editing, but probably I'll request Mr. Kaziba to give us some more time. It is video editing that we wanted here most, but time has not allowed, so we'll push it to the next lesson. But just to have a feel of that presentation, I will probably share my screen here. And we've talked about recording of our screen, and this is over. And that is where we are going to end for now in our computer skills. And we try this on our phones, on our laptops. Please tab the WhatsApp groups, at least without, there are those funny chats you always put. At least this time round, post videos when you've recorded a screen, when you're playing a game, when you're maybe typing. How do you divide 10 by 5 using a calculator? Record for us those steps. Then you share with us. And in the next lesson, we will talk about video recording and editing. And in video recording and editing, I'll give you a story of this student at Mbari Secondary School. She's called Rosette, and she's good at recording videos. In most cases, the videos we play are recorded by students. She's a girl and she loves that work. So how do you record a video? How do you edit it to look exciting to the public? And we always use this knowledge in our projects record videos. It could be on probably malaria in our communities. Can you record people who are sick to back up your project you have made? Maybe your project is a homemade mosquito net. You can record people who are falling sick and you show them that video and you upload it on YouTube to give chance to people to see what you do. So recording just a video is not good enough. You should learn how to edit it, and that is the reason we are here. I also love recording videos, and this particular one was a function, and you can see. Now, when you're recording a video, you should get a firm stand. That's why you see this girl is concentrating on this. This is the head prefect of Mbali Secondary School, and this particular picture was taken at the top of Mount Elgon. You can see this is so many meters high. That's why you're seeing down is a bit down, and she was on the top recording that video. It was a good experience. There are so many people passing here, but she's concentrating here. In this particular video, there is a car here, there is a car here, but my focus is on this particular car. So when you're recording a video, don't move this way, move. It makes the audience feel disturbed. Focus your camera to one particular point, record it. This particular one was a function, and you can see people are going for a wedding, and people now record videos. This particular man is one of the people on that function, and you can see he wants to save this memory. Brings out his phone and records. After recording these videos, how do you add value to the videos? That one will be in our next lesson. Hope we find enough time to go through that. I want to thank you for attending, and I want to end the lesson here. If there is any question, let me know. If there is no question because of time, we're going to stop here. Yeah, is there anything I should hear? Okay, so basically that is it. We've started our sessions and we'll be learning a tool at a time. For now, try to learn how to make PowerPoint and also record your screen. If you can do that, I look at that, I'll be very happy. I will feel you learned something. So I want to end it here for now and wish you a good evening, and probably request someone to give us a closing prayer. Thereafter, we shall close the meeting and wait for another person. Any hand up? Tash, you can give us that closing prayer. Please reduce your prayer. At times you play a very long one. This time round, we are tired.
Let's humble ourselves for a word of prayer. Almighty Father, King of Kings, we want to thank you so much for this time. We want to thank you so much for the lesson. May you please enable us to go out of the lesson as we have understood everything that teacher has taught. And may you enable us to do the homework that they give us in every lesson. I've prayed, believing and trusting in the mighty name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Tash. And that was really short. Type amen as you go. And